Hey guys, welcome back in a brand new video. I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can make your very own Raise a Floppa game inside of Roblox. This game has really been popular across of Roblox. It's been banned 3 times, I think. I don't know if it's been banned more than that, but it's a pretty popular Roblox game and pretty much everyone has heard of it. Yeah, it's a really fun game and it's a really great way to learn Roblox. So, if you're interested in doing that, well, stick around and I'll show you how to make the game. Alright, I'm sorry for interrupting the video, but you may have heard that I quit Roblox. Now, this is true, but I am going to make Roblox tutorials for you guys because it'll be pointless to just throw away my knowledge of Roblox. So, I want to share it with you guys. Instead of playing Roblox anymore. That means that I won't be releasing any more games. Like just Roblox tutorials. I may play a few games if you see me online. That's because that may be a next coming up tutorial. But anyways, let's head right back to the video. Alright, so first you want to click on the toolbox, and then you want to type in classic house. This will be the house that we're going to be using for our game. Alright. And I'm just going to make sure it's correctly positioned at 0, 0, 0. And I'm going to make this 22.5. I'm going to rotate it so it's facing the correct way. Drag the spawn. I'm just going to customize this a little bit. 3 by 1 or 0.5 and 3. Let's make sure it's on the ground, and we can drag this in the house. There we go. Can collide false and make sure it's 0 for a force field. Alright, go to your toolbox again and click on the light category. And we can add a light to our house because our house is really dark. Alright, now if you don't want the players to see the light, you can remove and make it transparent. You could just do that. That'll work perfectly. I'm going to remove the mesh because we're not even going to be using that. Okay. And that should be it. Oh yeah. Make sure you anchor your house if you haven't already done that. Because for some reason, this house doesn't anchor. Most of the classic houses that you'll find is not anchored, so I'm just gonna anchor all of the houses, or all the pieces of the house. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna anchor up all the roof, or the chimney. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, now you can click on play and you can preview our house. So, we have the house here. And we can walk in the house and we can see everything was working perfectly. Alright. So we can hide this for now. And we can add our pet. So let's go to part. And I'm gonna make this a 3 by 3 by 3 cube. And I'm going to make this 0, 6, 0. And this should be level to the floor. If not, we can raise it up. So I'm going to just see Yeah, so it's gonna be 6. All right. I'm gonna make this red. All right, and we can rename this to a humanoid root part. Now, why are we renaming this to humanoid root part? Well, we're gonna make this a sort of like a character, because we're gonna be using pathfinding, and it's just a lot easier. I don't think it requires humanoids for pathfinding, but it just makes it a lot easier because there's already an inbuilt function in the humanoid that says move to. So it's just a lot easier, and most game developers and Roblox use this. So we're gonna name this torso. Now I'm gonna group this, and this will be our pet cube. And this will be our left leg, our right leg, our right arm, our left arm, and then for the last one, head. Now, we can make everything transparent. So, I should probably have done this before, but that's fine. Make it 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. Alright. Make sure if everything is transparent. Forgot to select the head. That's fine though. Alright. And now I can see everything. Yep. So that's the square. Alright, and now we want to go to our plugins. Now this will be linked in the description. This is like an easy weld. I'm pretty sure this works as well. But we're gonna be doing this because this is just an easier way. Like for character rigging and stuff. Alright, so make sure you select the part first and parts. Make sure you select this first. This is really important. If you do any other part like the head, it won't work because the base part has to be humanoid root part. So make sure you do that. Alright. Now, we can also add a humanoid. Now, I'm going to explain why we're ringing this in a better sense of way or better way. Understanding of why are we creating a rig or creating the humanoid, and you'll see in a second after I explain. Make sure everything is set to false, so anchored and can't collide, but make sure this is can't collide and this is unanchored. Make sure. And make sure, yeah, you can add the primary part. Right there. Make sure the primary part is the humanoid root part. Alright. There. No, I'm so used to saving. We'll see you in a second though. Oh yeah, I'll explain why. So why are we doing this? Well, we want to create a character sort of like our player. You know how we can move around and stuff. Change our speed by going into humanoid and changing our speed, so we could change this to like 4. Now we walk super slow, so you could change the speed if you want as well on that as well. And like the health and stuff. Now, it's sort of like what we're doing right now. So we have a humanoid root part. Don't ignore this, by the way. This is just like sounds and stuff, but we have, well, obviously we won't have all these because there's things called R6 and R15 My character is an R15 character, as you can see, rig type. But if you go to the pet cube, it's an R6. R6 basically means less detailed, but then the R6 or R15 is basically a better rig because it has the low, like the hands, like the arms. So it's basically an easier way to animate. And that is why it's like that. Alright. Hopefully you understand what I said. If not, then you could rewatch what I just said. Alright, so now we're going to make our cube move. Alright, so actually, I'm going to use my plugin I made. It's a custom script plugin. Alright, and we can just call this move script. This is why I had a plugin, so it will start with this. You can check out all my socials, and you will be able to download the project files, so you can download the game if you want. After the series is done, of course, because I need to make it the game. But then after that, you could download everything that we just did. Alright. So we can add, we're going to be using pathfinding. Now, why pathfinding? Pathfinding service. Now, why pathfinding? It won't, so basically it like, pathfinding is basically used, and if you ever heard of the game of Teddy and other hard, like Piggy, Teddy and Piggy are basically the same thing, but basically they go around the object. So, like, let's say if I put a couch down, the cube or the pet would go through that, or it will just go right towards the object without thinking, oh, I should go around that object to get to my destination. So basically, that's what pathfinding does. So we need to create a couple of functions. So first, we need to get the path, and this will be our destination. Alright, and we can do local path is equal to pathfinding service, create path, and then we need our parameters. So let's do our agent parameters. So first we have our agent height, which is 3. As you can see, if you go to our humanoid roof part, we have size. So the height is the middle one, so that's the y-axis, so it's 3. I would recommend you have a little bit of room, though, because it's always better, because sometimes it doesn't work. And then we want to do agent radius, and that will also be 3.5. You can make that 4. I would rather make that 4, just to have a little bit of space, but that should 3.5 should also work as well. Now, we could also do agent can jump. Now we want to set this to false because we don't want our pet to be jumping. Alright, so now we can pass in these parameters. Alright, so now we want to calculate that path. So we need to compute async, I'm pretty sure it's called. And this will take in 2 parameters. So our from position and then the to position. So we can have a humanoid root part. And this will be our pet. What's pet? And then we need to make another variable. Pet is equal to script.parent. And then we make another one. That's called our humanoid, and this will be our pets, find first child, humanoid. Oh, by the way, yeah, do pet, find first child, humanoid report, which is right there. Alright, and we're gonna be doing our humanoid report dot position. And then to our destination dot position. And then we want to return our path because we're going to be using this later on. So we'll be using this in our walk to. This will be another function. So this will also need our destination of where we're going. And we can have local path is equal to our function called getPath. And that will be our destination. So we're passing this variable. Alright, and we can do for I waypoints in pairs path, and we're going to be getting all of our waypoints. And basically, waypoints are these little dots, I guess. These little I don't know how to describe it. It's like these little dots, I guess, that make up a waypoint, if that makes sense. It doesn't really matter if it makes sense because you can watch other tutorials on what it means, what pathfinding means. Alright, so now we're going to be using our function called our move to. Now this is the function in our humanoid that'll make walking a lot easier. So we can do our waypoint, our waypoints dot position, I'm pretty sure. And we can do humanoid move to finished. Wait. Basically this will just wait until we get to that waypoint. Alright. And I'm pretty sure that's it. All we have to do now is code it. So we can add a while wait loop, wait for 3 seconds, and we can walk to, and we can pass in a C-frame dot new, math dot random, minus 25 to 25 0, math dot random minus 25 to 20. Alright. Basically what this will do is it will just find a random spot in the room, which is 25 on the x-axis, so 25, 25, and then 25 to 20, which is over here. The reason why I didn't do another 25 is because the 25 is the very end of the room, and we don't want that. We want it just so it's right where the door is, because we want our pet to escape, like in the real game, because the pet can't escape the house. Alright, and I think that should be it. Yep. So he should walk every 3 seconds. Now, if you're finding like glitches like this is a very, very simple problem to fix. All you have to do is go up here. Now, this may not make a lot of sense, but basically it's a network group issue that Roblox runs on for their physics. You'll understand it sometime, but right now it's not important. But we do want to set our network owner to null or nil. So I'm used to C#, and yeah. And now it should be fixed. If it still doesn't work, then I would recommend you try posting your issue in the comments section or on dev forums on Roblox. And someone will help you out on that. And yeah, that is basically the basics of how you guys can do that. I know it's a lot, but yeah, you can, if you don't feel like typing this out, by the way, I'll leave a paste bin and you guys can copy the code. But before I go, I want to set up one more thing, and that is our hunger display and everything. So we can have a billboard UI, and we can have a frame with a text label. We then can do always on top. Actually, no, delete that. Yeah. And you can move this up. So I think 3 will be good. All right. And we can make our transparent 0. Make sure everything's 1 by 1 by 1. Now I'll just fill up the whole entire frame. Wait. Make sure it's 0 or 1. 1. And make sure it's nice. Oh, wait, that's too big. That should. And we can make a max distance of 30. So if you get too far, yep, it should disappear. And we can set this to 5 to 1.5. No, 10. We'll do 8 and leave it at that. And we can just scale up our text, make this cartoon, and we can say hunger 35, something like that. And then in the next episode, I'll make it so that this will actually work. And yeah, so the distance works. So if I get too far from it, it will disappear. And I'm going to edit this because that does not look good. I'm going to make this 80. You should definitely have a max distance because it will help the game's performance a little faster. And it looks quite nice because if you go way, like, I'm talking like over here, you could still see it and it will get bigger, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, it won't get bigger because, yeah, see how it doesn't get bigger. Alright, and that is how you guys can make a simple raise a Floppa game inside of Roblox. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Share this with your friends, your family. I don't really care to share it. And subscribe because that'll help me a lot while making these videos. Alright, anyways, I'll see you in the next time.